cheese. My name's Randall, and today we're going to be making Big Mac pizza. It's exactly right, Big Mac pizza, and everybody knows the well-known Big Mac and how good it is. And when we get done with this, when you try this and put it in your mouth, it's just like closing your eyes and sitting down and having a big, juicy Big Mac. But first, I want to tell you a little bit more about Smoky Mountain Cheese and what they're all about. Smoky Mountain Cheese is a service-disabled veteran-owned company, and we're the makers of this fine line of products called beer cheese spread. We got our original, we got our jalapeno, we got our gourmet white, and we have our chipotle. We employ veterans and disabled veterans who have served in the Iraqi War. We've got a couple served in Vietnam. So the next time you're in the grocery store, be sure and ask for the bull in the dairy section. If they don't carry it, please request it. We appreciate your support, and now let's get ready to make a Big Mac pizza. Alright, the first thing we've done is baked our crust, our pizza crust. I mean, you can use the ones already pre-made. You can just put all your ingredients on, you're ready, but I rolled out a Pillsbury pizza crust. I like mine really thin, so that's why you see a little dark in there in the center. Rolled it out, brushed it with a little bit of olive oil, poked it with a fork, and stuck it in the oven just about 10 minutes, just to go ahead and get it semi-done. So the first thing we're going to do is take some Thousand Island dressing. And I like the Marzetti's type brand, a little bit thicker. But anyway, we're going to cover, this is going to be the base of our pizza. So we're going to get it all covered real nice as our first layer. Okay, now that we got our Thousand Island dressing all covered over our pizza crust, the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and get our hamburger put on. So I'm just gonna, this is about a pound of cooked 80-20 drained. So we're going to kind of just sprinkle this all over the top of our pizza and try to get a good even coating here. This make sure you drain this real well. So we don't want no greasy pizza, that's for sure. So I always try to I try to chop this up as fine as I can. It makes it a lot easier to spread, and you're not going to get no really big hamburger chunks in your pizza. You want all those flavors just try to blend together. So we're going to get all this good and coated, and our next layer is going to be our onions. Next we're going to put on our onions. You can use the white sweet onions. I kind of partial to the purple sweet onions. You just go, I mean, you don't want to go too heavy on there. Just kind of get them sprinkled in. And I chop these up really fine as well. You just don't want to be overpowered with onion. So we'll get all these, get this Big Mac pizza covered, light coating of onion. And what we got going next is going to be our pickles. My kids are kind of partial to a lot of pickles in their pizza. I cut up usually about a half a cup of chopped dill pickles. So let's go ahead and grab them pickles, and we're going to get them put on here next. A few more little spots there. And this has got a really, really good flavor. My kids absolutely love this. So let's go ahead and grab our chopped pickles here and go ahead and get them put on, kind of sprinkled around here. Now I guess you can kind of see where we're going with this, with the Thousand Island and the chopped pickles and the hamburger and the onions. And our next coating is going to be our lettuce. Now this bread is already baked, so half the work's done. So when we hit the oven with this, basically what we're going to be doing is just pretty much melting the cheese on top, because you got to remember you got lettuce on here, so you don't want that lettuce really getting all wilty and kind of soggy on you. So I've got all of our onions on there. It looks pretty good right there. So let's go ahead and get our lettuce. We're just going to give this a light coating. This is a shred lettuce I picked up at the grocery store. You can shred your own. It's up to you. But we're going to get this all covered real good here with our lettuce. I kind of try to pack it down a little bit while I'm putting it on there, because you don't want it all fluffed up and sticking up when you go to put your cheese on. Kind of push it right down in with that hamburger and onions and pickles and all our sauces. And so it's a nice little layer right there. I like that. That should be plenty. And I only used about a half a bag of the shredded lettuce. And like I said, 4 ounces of chopped pickles, about 4 ounces of diced onion, depending on how well you like onion. Now what I have is a cheddar blend with a little bit of mozzarella in there, so we're just going to go ahead and sprinkle this real nice over top the pizza. Now I've preheated my oven to 450. No, I'm sorry, about 400. So it's going to be on there. It's only going to be in there just 2 or 3 minutes, just long enough to go ahead and give this cheese a nice melt on top. So go ahead and finish this cheese here. And this makes a really great appetizer too, like if you're having guests come over for a party or football game, or you know, Super Bowl's right around the corner. This would work really well for that. And you cut it up in smaller pieces and serve it up. So let's go ahead, and we got this bad boy all layered up and ready to hit the oven. So let's go ahead and pop this thing in the oven and see what it looks like when it comes out. Alright, our Big Mac pizza just come out of the oven. We were in there about 400 degrees. It only took about 2 or 3 minutes to get a nice melt on top of our Big Mac pizza. So let's go ahead and get a close look at this and cut us off a slice and see how it looks. Okay, let's go ahead and give this pizza a cut here. This way, this way. Gonna break that crust right there. So we're good and even. Let's go ahead and get her out of here and get her on this plate. Oh wow, that looks absolutely delicious. Look at that. Got all the layers of the Big Mac ready to go, and my wife and kids are waiting on this Big Mac pizza, so we're going to go ahead and get it ready and cut up and on the plate. Thank you for joining me today in the kitchens of Smoky Mountain Cheese. I hope you enjoy your Big Mac pizza, and may you have a blessed day.